forgot to hit that button. Oh my god. Hello, welcome to Niche Deep. It's our second episode. I'm so excited for you guys to be here today. This is a insane podcast where we give you late night vibes, some nostalgia, and all those 3 a.m. giggles that you have with your friends. And we bring it to you here at 8 p.m. on Tuesdays. And joining me are my lovely co-host, that is Saff over there, and then it is Bunny down there, and I am Hills, and we are so happy to have you guys in today. And today, I thought it would be a really good idea to dedicate this episode, give a little shout out to that person who's waving at you, and you're like, hey! They're definitely not waving at you, so this one's to you, because you got two waves. Good for you, my dude.
That one just spoke to me on a spiritual level.
I can't tell you how many times I've gone,
Yep.
Literally.
Yep.
hey! And then you have to pretend like you're waving to someone behind them, and you're like, oh,
Every time. It's horribly awkward. They know, but
They've done this.
what can you say? Like, there's nothing you can do. You're like, all right, I'm gonna turn around and die.
man.
It's cool.
I will go home and think about this for 6 hours.
Yep.
Yes.
'Cause
It's fine. Don't worry about it.
anxiety. We love it.
Absolutely. That's so freaking funny.
It does
Yeah.
cause me direct pain. 100%.
Fully, right here, right there. So hi everybody, I see you guys in chat. Make sure that if you haven't already, come and join our Discord. That's all set up. Come and be part of the family. We post silly memes, silly things, you know.
We like to post gifs most days.
Yo,
Yes.
our gift game is so strong in the Discord.
It is.
I will say.
It really
What was
is.
there? There was a Betty White shimmying today. I was just like,
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
my,
Gold.
hey, I love
Gold.
Betty White.
hello,
an icon,
good morning.
truly.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hello. But yeah, so speaking of things that are really awkward, and things that you'll just never fully, be able to wrap around in your brain, I thought we would start off today by talking about something that, those little thoughts in the back of your brain that you'll just never understand. So, what is something that could be serious, could be not serious at all? What is something that you just will never fully comprehend? You won't understand the concept. My first example is, why the fuck can you not plug in a USB on the first try? Why?
It's impossible.
I did it. I had to unplug and plug my headset in 3 separate times today. And I had it right every single time, but I second guessed myself. I was like, nope, that's not it. Son of a bitch, it's really not it. Damn it. And then switch it back. And that's
That
a
happens
regular
to me
occurrence.
constantly, absolutely. Or do you do the thing where you're like in the back seat of your friend's car or something, and you go to put the seatbelt in, and you can't tell like which of the little clicky things it goes in, so you just sit there and you're like, this is
Wow,
so simple.
this
I've been
speaks to
doing
me.
this so many years now. How many goddamn times have I done this? But no, you're still like, oh, I'm sorry. And then you're like, do I just hold it? Like, when is too long? When is too long?
I hate it
That's
whenever,
so good.
because you can't click it in. But then there's also the times where like the little insert is gone, and you're like, where the fuck is it?
And you have to dig your hand in, and you're like, ah!
And they're like, we're going, and you're like, no, we're not, God.
1,000%. It's always, I feel like I'll never get the hang of this, even though I feel like I'm a decently coordinated person. No, I take that back. That's a complete lie. When you go to walk in to like a certain area and another person is oncoming, and then you have to do like the dance of back and forth and like, oh, no, you go, no, you go, no, you go, and then suddenly you mind meld because you're now like dancing with this person because you're like, no, you go to the right, we'll both go right. You both have to go the same direction technically because you're facing each other.
Yep.
And I, without a doubt, always end up just like dancing with people, and I'm like, thank you. No, you go. And then you're like, all right, no, seriously, I'm about to fight you in fisticuffs if we don't go.
I feel like
You just reminded me of something that happens to me on at least minimum a weekly basis, where you go to hold the door for the person leaving behind you, but they don't leave. And you're like, do I let it go? Do I pretend I didn't mean to do that?
This is
Or
on
do
like
I
a
just like
COVID
go,
level
oh,
too.
sorry, and like hope
Let
they
it slam in
decide
their
not
face.
to come.
That's like,
It's
and
very
it's worse.
bad.
Now that COVID's a thing, it's even worse now because you're like, well, technically I'm too close to them. Should I open the door? I feel rude. Do I let it slam in their face? Yeah, accurate, 100,000%.
How long do you
Or
wait?
sometimes they'll think to like someone's holding the door for you, and you think they're holding the door for you, but they're not. They're
And
just
then they
like go like
don't.
this, and then they let go.
See,
How
it's-
long do I wait?
So
A solid
bad.
like 5 to 10 seconds. It's bad.
Yeah. No,
That's a long
I'll, Yeah,
time.
I'll wait way too long as well. But that's also because I'm from Texas, and opening the door for people is so customary. So the thing of, you think that somebody's opening the door for you, and then they're not, that's only like a Florida thing. Like in Texas, if you're holding the door open, you're gonna let everybody go in before you. It is so real, like that happens everywhere in Texas. But here in Florida, that's where I was
so
just like,
crazy.
I am so offended. Like the first year, horribly offended. I was just
It's-
like, I want to go into the
when you make
Wawa.
eye contact. You make eye
Let
contact.
me in, you
with
noble
and you have
citizen.
that panic of being like, oh wait, no, now I've made eye contact. Do I keep the door open or keep the shut? Do I let it slam? And now all I can think of is no one opens the door.
Provenance of New York.
And that is correct. Do not open a freaking door for anyone in New York because you will be there for 8,000 years.
It's true.
Because people will think that you're a door holder because no one opens the door for each other. I shit you not.
It doesn't happen. It
It
certainly
is
does not.
automatically.
Unless someone is like right behind you and you do the like elbow pass
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't go out of your way. Don't do it.
Don't open it like a freaking bellhop. Like,
Mhm.
don't do that because you'll just be there forever.
Yeah. So here's another one that I don't understand, and I will literally never understand. How is Paul Rudd the same age and has never aged a day in his freaking life since Clueless? He hasn't
for sure,
aged.
though, looks like a 30-year-old that definitely gets like Bud Light. Like, he has to be a Bud Light drinker in my mind. Like, he drinks water beer, and not that that's a statement on his personal aesthetic per se, but like when I look at him, I'm like, you definitely drink Bud Light. Like, you have to drink water beer. That's the only thing I can imagine you drinking. That's it.
But yeah, he's
That
like almost
too.
like 50, and I was like, you're like, you look as young as I
50?
do. Yeah, he's getting up there, man. And I'm like, how, you're an alien. That's gotta be it.
Can we talk about how like all of our stars that we grew up with are getting like significantly older now? Because obviously we're getting older, but there are some people, like, I grew up watching Antonio Banderas and like other people in that caliber, and I was in love with Antonio Banderas as a kid. I'm not sure why I chose Antonio Banderas, probably Zorro, because I was in love with him and many other folks, as well as Carrie Elves from Princess Bride. But they're getting older. Not that they're like old, but they're not the young whippersnappers that they were when I was a kid growing up. And let me
Right.
tell you that.
Shout out to Orlando Bloom.
Oh, Daniel has said Harrison Ford, and that is correct. I was also in love with Harrison Ford.
He's like,
In
just
Indiana
Homeboy is
Jones.
like 70 years old. What?
I know, but in Indiana Jones, he was much younger,
yes.
and I was in love
And
with him.
just like you said, he is no India anymore. He is.
Aaron and I
no-
don't have the same choice in men at all. Like, anytime I say someone like, oh, they're really good looking, Aaron will be like, that's nice. No.
I'm like, I'm glad that you like someone like that. I'm glad someone does.
It's
But she
very
feels the same way
good.
I do, the other way around.
Oh my god, Casual Connect said, have you seen how old the Friends cast is getting? Yes,
Yeah.
it is bizarro. Because
Jennifer
they-
Aniston does not
Oh,
age.
she doesn't age, no. Everyone
No.
else, though.
David Schwimmer ages, but gracefully. He's not
Yeah.
like super attractive. He just doesn't age poorly. And
Yeah, he
then
looks like a typical guy.
yeah, and then Monica, God forgive me for not having the names of these people in my mind.
I don't know who they are.
Lots of plastic surgery gone wrong. A lot.
Oh God, that's the worst.
Like
She
she would have
doesn't look like
she would have
herself.
aged just fine if she had just like stopped.
Yeah.
Joey Chandler
Years?
also uncomfy.
Are catching up to them, for sure. And
You know,
wow.
someone from that kind of grouping of people, the Baldwin brothers are the same age always. They just get a little bit more wrinkly. Like,
I
but
think I
like
know
the
who that
eyes,
is.
the smile. So the guy who played Trump on SNL for the past like
Oh,
2 or 3
yeah.
years, Alec
yes.
Baldwin. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, that was his
Yes.
brother.
Like,
I
oh
don't
my
know.
god.
That's where I'm like, wait, there's another one.
But
I
I gotta
believe
Google-
he's
I'm
like a
gonna Google
director
it.
or something, but he also acted at one point, I believe.
Chat, save us.
Incredible. Save us.
Save us. Who's the other Baldwin brother?
Literally. But he played like the gross boyfriend from Cat in the Hat movie, and it's very
there's
good.
3. There is Stephen, William, and
Steve!
Daniel Baldwin, as well as Alec Baldwin.
Steven and
there's a
Alec are the famous ones, I believe.
quadruple.
Like, I know you just Googled it, but I
Imagine
I'm
if I'd
sitting
pulled
here
that
going,
from my brain.
I'd be like, yeah, that's totally his name.
Yes,
Yeah,
shout out to Fizzy Lemon, who said, I just found out this week that there's a 4th Jonas brother. There's a 3rd
Yes.
Property brother, which is also uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, I did know that one. Not the Jonas. I
Very
did know
weird.
the Property Brother, which is very weird.
Yeah, Jonas
That's
brother, Frankie, is their youngest brother.
Good. Yeah, Casual Connect has also said Will Smith is aging, but Keanu Reeves never will. And that's so true. Keanu Reeves looks like the same freaking person.
Again, him, Paul Rudd, they gotta be in an alien organization. That's all I'm saying.
I think if Keanu cut his hair short like he did in Bill and Ted, he would look the same age.
Yes.
100%.
Literally. So true. But Keanu Reeves like really be doing the most. I mean, he's doing all his own stunts in all of his oh gosh. I don't know what his famous movie is called where he shoots a lot of guns
John
and
Wick.
revenges his dogs.
Mhm,
John Wick. That's the one.
While we are on the topic of movies, I do have a question for you. It is sort of like a quick fire round, okay?
Hit me.
And I need to know immediate reactions. This is gonna speed round.
Oh, God.
Also, chat, please feel
Yeah, I was
free
gonna
to
say chat
participate.
too.
Christmas movie or Halloween movie?
Oh,
Answer
let's
the
go.
following.
Christmas movie. Christmas
Nightmare
movie.
Before Christmas.
Halloween.
That's Halloween, yeah. It's Halloween.
Krampus.
Christmas.
Yeah, Christmas.
Gremlins.
Christmas? Oh, no. Oh.
Is it, can
Well-
it be dual wielding? I feel like it's dual wielding. You could watch that either or.
God,
I'll allow it. Die
Dual
Hard.
wielding.
no.
I'm told that
I'm not. No.
Just period.
Just no.
I don't want it. No.
Why would it be a Halloween movie? Hold on. That's some bullshit.
These were just listed off. I thought it was weird too, but here
That's
we
what-
are.
I'm like, I get the let's argue that it's a Christmas movie, but you cannot sit here and tell me that Die Hard is a Halloween movie. That's
That
a
is
People
Garbage.
apparently
The Gremlins
classify it.
is-
I don't know.
the Gremlins movie, according to chat, is Christmas.
I get that.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
fair.
enough.
Is that because it happens around Christmas time? Is that the
Yeah,
whole
he
thing?
gets Gizmo for Christmas, I think.
I really like too how he had full instructions of like, hey, here are the 3 fucking things that you cannot do, and he said, you know what I'm gonna do? All 3 of those things, and then I'll be sad about it. It's just like, why? You got the instructions.
He goes, I'm a fucking rebel. Fuck you rules. I do what I want.
Yeah, literally, I don't understand.
The other 2 that people had written down, one of them doesn't make any sense to me, and the other one I sort of get because they feature Christmas in almost every one.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
That I
have
feel
heard
like goes
that.
all year round though,
Yeah.
but I get it because Christmas is in every movie that they're like, okay.
So here's the problem with that though, is that there's so many other movies that are just like that. Like technically you could say, oh, Deadpool's a Christmas movie because it's in during Christmas at one point.
Mhm.
Oh, true. But I
And-
think people do say that.
Yeah.
They do.
Yeah. So it's wild, and I'm like, I don't think about that.
Chat is now, Fizzy Lemon has said, okay, hold on. Does that mean that Santa Claus isn't a Christmas movie? And I would like you to elaborate on why it would not be a Christmas movie, considering that it is
Called
about
Santa
Santa
Claus.
Claus. Oh, do you mean because it's not on Christmas for the majority of it? It's actually a couple weeks beforehand? Because technically, spoilers, Tim Allen And I don't know, it's been so long
It was
since I've seen
Steve
that movie.
Baldwin and Tim Allen. That
Yeah,
was my
I know.
melee.
Yeah, pretty much is like, oh yeah, okay, so Fizzy Lemon said yes. Well, okay, but it's based around the mythical Santa Claus.
Santa
I think
Claus.
the point is like preparing for Christmas, being a Christmas figure, and then celebrating Christmas, and that's the entirety of the plot line. So I would say yes, it's definitely a Christmas movie.
Yeah, because that's what I've heard is that people who like the whole is it a Christmas movie? I think if you can take Christmas out of it and the plot still works, then it's technically not a Christmas movie.
Oh,
That's what I've heard before. I think I heard that like last year somewhere.
Wow.
But
That's
then
fair.
then I was like, all right, okay, I get it. But then it would
That makes
also
sense.
but it would also make Nightmare Before Christmas a Christmas movie.
Oh, absolutely. I think it's the like drawing the line between two, because it talks about both topics 100%.
Right.
Like they have Santa Claus and Halloween fully talked about.
See, so the reason that I would say that Nightmare Before Christmas is a Halloween movie is because you can celebrate it during Halloween and Christmas. So you can literally, like, that's the one movie that's probably socially acceptable from October till December 21st that you can watch, and it's
true.
Maybe it's just a holiday movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like the holiday season movie. So also, Courage Monger just said Home Alone is a Christmas movie, and I have to disagree.
What?
I have to disagree, because if you take Christmas out of that, that is a family going on a vacation, accidentally leaving their kid in New York, and then the kid has to fight back against burglars. It just so happens to be Christmas time.
But they wouldn't be leaving if it wasn't for Christmas.
Right, but then you have other ones where they go on summer vacation in the following ones.
The following. But okay, so Home Alone 1 is a Christmas movie. However,
sure.
Like 2 and 3.
I'm looking at it as a collective brand.
It's not necessarily.
Yeah.
Do I watch it at Christmas time only? Of course. I'm a normal person.
Who the fuck would watch? Okay, imagine. Okay, hang on. Go on a journey with me. You go to your friend's house. They're like, "Oh my god, let's have a movie night." This is in the before times, right? They're like, "Oh my, hang out with me. Let's go. Let's watch a movie at home." And you're like, "Oh hell yeah!" You get cozied up. You have your little snacks and your blanket, and they fucking put on Home Alone, and it's May 3rd, and you're like, what do you do? How quickly do you call it? Because it's May 3rd, it's hot as hell, it's 100 degrees outside, and they said, let's watch Home Alone together.
So like,
I'd be like, I don't like that for me.
So you're talking that this is like a sleepover situation, and this is what somebody puts on. I'd be like,
how quickly do you run away?
I'm sick. I need to go home.
You know, on that train of thought though, I have to think about it the other way around too. If I went to someone's house during the month of December, for example, and they were like, let's watch movies, and they fucking put on like Sleepover or like Mean Girls, I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? It's Christmas! Put on a Christmas movie, you weirdo!
It works the same way.
I would be equally as offended. I'd be like, what the hell are you doing? It is now the month of Christmas time, and that is what we do.
Incredible. Okay, there's definitely I think varying degrees of how much people celebrate Christmas, because in this home we have watched 2 Christmas movies every single night for the past couple days, at the behest of Aaron or Bunny. I don't know what to call you at this point.
Tomato,
all the above.
Tomato potato head. Yeah, and I've enjoyed it. It's been a great time. But had Bunny not been here, that would not have happened.
Sure.
I think I would have watched it the week of Christmas.
That's the fair point about how people celebrate different holidays, but
for sure.
Honestly, this year, normally I don't do that. Normally it's like maybe once a week I'll watch a Christmas movie during the season, just because it's on, or I'll hit all the classic ones or something like that. But this year is a bitch, and I was like, let's just hyperdose this shit into your body.
Enjoy the merriment, damn it.
Do you guys watch the original Rudolph, like, claymations?
Yes.
On a scale of 1 to 10, did you think that was haunted?
Yes.
As a child?
As a kid or now?
Well, both. Let's go halvesies.
As a kid, I didn't think anything was haunted. I was like, yeah, it's magic. I don't know. As an adult, for sure, absolutely.
The elf, like the head elf, horrifying.
The Yeti
Horrifying.
is bad.
It is.
Fizzy Lemon said they hated the elves as a kid.
Yeah, dude,
It was not
elves
good.
were scurry. The only thing that I would cuddle up with is one of the reindeer. Except for their voices.
Oh yeah, the reindeer was okay. Not
Their
good.
voices were woof.
Yeah.
Real scurry.
Also, in that movie, there's a character called Yukon Cornelius.
Yes, it is.
And I 100% refer to Jared as Yukon Cornelius sometimes when he like doesn't trim his beard down. I'll be like, "You're getting a little Yukon over there, buddy."
That is such a good reference. Oh
That's
my
really
god.
good. I do love
I
that.
Yeah.
love me a niche reference. I also call him Chris Kringle because it's the ginger beard, and everybody forgets that in the classic stories
Yeah.
about Chris Kringle, that man is a ginger.
Amazing. Oh, did you know? Okay, so Santa Claus has like a whole past and history and stuff like that, and how he was
Yeah.
developed and whatnot.
Uh-oh.
But I did not know that apparently before 1910, that he was actually depicted as like a very gaunt, thin, like willowy gentleman because
Yeah.
he was supposed to be like saintly and scholarly because he was based off of Saint Nick, and then through an ad marketing campaign to make it a bit more like clever and funny, like a ha ha ha, it's him going down the chimney to drop off gifts and getting stuck. And so from that point on, he became the like fat Santa that we know and love today, which I did not know until literally I think this morning when I like happened to look it up.
Mhm.
But
Really?
always thought that he was like a hefty lad who just like magically made it down the chimney. So
Well, there's the earliest recognized like format of Santa Claus or Saint Nick or Joyeux Noel or however they wanted to call it was actually 318 AD. And they would leave
Gosh.
coins in shoes on the street place
yeah.
to celebrate like the saints and a wonderful bountiful harvest in the fall and winter time. And it was like a sign of like, well, things are going good for you, so like you have money. And
Nice.
then progressing through, it went and just blew up into this like, well, saints and godliness look after God's children in a way. So they're like, then
Sure.
it became only for children or only for families. And then through different cultures, they've just twisted it into all kinds of stuff. But I do prefer the look of 1910 and after Santa to the God willowy toy man. Like,
hefty Santa Claus. Yeah, willowy Santa Claus is kind
Very
of
haunting.
an eldritch horror.
Yeah.
Correct.
Like I'm realizing how many things are so Spooksville. I'm like, excuse me.
Right.
anything
happened?
from like Grimm's fairy tales and stuff.
Woof,
Don't worry
man.
about
Not
it.
good.
Don't worry about it.
Don't revisit
fine.
that shit.
It's not good.
I'll take the Disney version. It's fine. Like kids don't need to hear about that. It's fine. It's cool.
So since we're in the realm of Christmas, so what would be something that's non-traditional that you do every year? That's I mean, it can be like Christmas related, but that you think of that probably the general public definitely doesn't do. Like, you know, people will open presents on like Christmas Eve and stuff like that. Personally, what I do to start off like Christmas, other than obviously decorating my house way too early because COVID, and I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna do what I want.
Amen.
Merriment. So I always will start off. So what did I do this year? It was, I guess, December 1st. I watched a Muppet Family Christmas. That is that is the start of my Christmas. Like, that is the thing I kick it off with every year.
This is sort of my childhood / family friends tradition, and I really have no idea what it means anymore. It's just something like, you know, whenever other kids say something and then you're like, yeah, I know what that means, and then you just say it and you're like, cool, this is a thing now. So we used to get in my mom's minivan around Christmas time every year and put the moon roof up, or sun roof, whatever, and we would stand on like the middle seats, and all three of us would like pop our heads up, and you know, our parents would drive slowly through the neighborhood to look at the lights. And that was back when people took actual pride in doing their lights and stuff. I wish that would come back.
Back
It's very
in the
nice to go
before
look
times.
at fun fun lights. It's just good. It's like
Yeah.
wholesome fun.
It is.
And I could not tell you why we said this, and it had to have meant something to them. Anytime we would see a house that was like, we just thought it was amazing. Whoever said the word key lock first, like called dibs on like, that's in my roster of houses. It was
Okay.
I have no idea. So like my brain as an adult is like, maybe it's like, oh, I put a key and like locked it up. Like that's mine.
Oh.
No, I don't think that was it either.
Kind of like a, what is it called when you're like thumbs up kind of thing, and then whoever is the last person to do thumbs up like has to do
Yeah.
the task, but like
Like nose
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
shotgun, yeah, but for houses.
yeah.
Weird.
I honestly have no idea what it means even to this day, but every time we like would drive around years after, like I don't even know them anymore, but
Incredible.
years afterwards, I'll still see a house and I'll like look at my mom and be like, K-Lock. Like I have no idea.
That's really good. Also, chat
Yeah.
if you guys have any Christmas traditions or things that are
Yes.
not necessarily Christmas but are traditions that you have. We want to hear about it.
I'm trying to think of weird ones. My family goes
That's
ham for
really good.
holidays,
That is
though.
really good.
So
Like classically and non-classically.
beforehand, I had it's knew this would break me. Okay, Jesus, Nail. I will explain this one because I know this is from, and you might have to correct me on this one, Fizzy Lemon, because it cracked me up. So there is something called a Jesus nail, and it is, I shit you not, like a 4-inch nail, and it's made out of iron or whatever have you. It's a heavy metal, and it has a single red ribbon on it, and you are supposed to put it on a branch inside of the tree as far in as you can, to represent like Jesus being crucified on the cross and like his blood and like why we celebrate Christmas, because it's supposed to be like the birth of Christ and all that stuff. So the nail is like a representation of like he's the reason for the season, although you don't see him, it is about him. And so you like hide the nail in the tree.
Yeah.
Fizzy Lemon's gonna find us the poem because there's a poem that goes along with this, and I think that she's gonna have to correct me on some of this as well.
Oh,
But that's
Lord.
the basics of it. It's like you hide the nail, and it's like a railroad train nail that you like hide inside the tree, and
That cannot be safe for children. I'm sorry, what?
well, it is blunted. It's not like an actual. Oh, here we go. This is the
I'm sorry,
Christmas nail.
I had no reference.
Oh, let me read you the poem that goes along with it because it is a
Please
gem.
do.
This is the Christmas nail. It is to be hung on a sturdy branch, a branch near the trunk, a branch that will hold such a spike without being noticed by well-wishers dropping by to admire one tinseled tree. The nail is known only to the home that hangs it, understood only by the heart that knows its significance. It is hung with the thought that the Christmas tree but foreshadows the the Christ tree, which only he could desecrate. What? Decorate for us? I can't read. Ornament nails as this. And
That
so,
changed the whole narrative.
sorry, decorated, not freaking desecrated. Good Lord. So the whole point, like I said, is to be like, he is the reason for the season, and it's just you and me's little secret. Wink. And that's how the Jesus nail goes.
Jesus.
So that's a cool tradition that Fizzy Lemon's family likes to do. I remember when, because Fizzy Lemon and I
Wink.
lived together at one point.
Wink.
She had a nail and we were decorating for the holidays, and I just pulled out a nail a la Dracula style, and I was like, what is this for? And then she brought out this lovely poem, and we then always put the Christmas nail on the tree because it was required.
I like the
No.
sentiment of this for the religious aspect of everything, but
Sure.
again, the fact that it's just referred to as like, ah yes, Jesus nail.
Yeah.
Like it's very
Yeah.
blunt. I love it.
Yeah, there's nothing, and can you imagine, like, had you been like a well-meaning passerby, a bypasser, like a well-wisher dropping by to admire one's tinseled tree, and you just like happen to really nail that perception check, and it's like in there, and you're like, the fuck? Why is there a railroad nail in there? Like, that would be so wild.
Are they killing people? What is this?
Oh,
Are
yeah.
they-
That's where
is
they're
there,
like
is there like a vampire problem that they have in or something like that?
Break branch in order to save yourself from Dracula on Christmas. Fantastic.
Oh,
Like, that's what it was.
Thank you for the
You said- I don't know why.
follows.
oh yes,
thanks
thank
for following
you.
Remember
us.
trucks, thank you.
That last name.
I know, right?
I have another thing.
What
I have
are you gonna say
another
right now?
holiday.
What are you
tradition.
gonna say?
Another thing.
Sierra, I'm about to say something that is so on brand for myself that I think I maybe
Good.
have told you about before once, but
Good.
every single year, we're just gonna skip over the childhood reasoning why this is this, but my mom and I both got matching robes when she was gonna have my sister in the hospital because I was like her big helper and stuff. So anyway, we had these very like long blanket style robes, and we both bought these like cardboard New Year's hats for like 2009 or something. You know, the
Good.
cheesy ones with the glasses, and
Yes.
we did that, and we didn't do anything special for that New Year's because I mean we had you know, however many month old baby in the house. Like we weren't, what were we gonna do? And so we bought these boxes of poppets, and my dad would normally like be up and doing fireworks and stuff, but for some reason he wasn't. And so I was just bored. I was like so sad. Like I wanted to do something fun. We always celebrate big, and this year we didn't. So she goes, "Go put on your robe." And I was like, okay. So I like put it on over my pajamas, and she's like, "Put on your sneakers." And I was like, okay. And I go and do that. And she runs outside. My mom just like sprints outside, and we start throwing poppets at each other in the street, and we had to pretend like it was a Wild West fight. And so now every New Year's we like get them, and we wait until like
Okay.
right after all the fireworks,
Yes.
and then we'll be like, "This year ain't big enough for the two of us," and like,
Good, yes.
I
"Pow,
love
pow."
that. That's so good.
But now I've since wrapped in several other people into this tradition, and it is more fun the more people you have, because
Yes.
it sounds very dangerous, but it's not. You're not hitting them with them, so it's fine.
It is very good. When you grow up in the South, in ye olde Port St. Lucie, sometimes you upgrade to bottle rockets. Now, do I recommend that? No. But do the yee boys back in my hometown? Yes, I do. I prefer the poppets personally. But that is amazing.
Yeah, it was definitely something that, like, you know, I mean, my mother is incredible. I love that woman. She is extraordinarily creative and fun. And she just made this whole thing up, and she was like, here's this way that, you know, I can have my kid have fun, and now it's just a huge tradition to do that, and it's really, really fun. And I'm glad that I can do that for other people, because it's a cheap way to like be reckless and not hurt yourself.
Yeah, it's fun. It gives you a little adrenaline boost as you like run around.
Everybody can participate, little kids can
Yeah.
participate, like it's fine.
It's fine.
That's another weird tradition. Yes.
Fizzy Lemon said you can direct which way the bottle rocket goes if you're brave enough to hold it. That's why you got to get gloves. You know what I'm saying?
I used to do that as well.
On the topic of moms being incredible people, shout out to my mom because I am about to read you for filter. Yeah, so let me tell you what my tiny mother. So God bless my mother. I am about, in fact, to make a little light fun. My mom, for my Christmas gift, and also this was just part of it, she was like, "Oh my gosh, I got you something very special," and I was like, "Fantastic, what is it?" And she was like, "You gotta open it on camera. I gotta see you open it." And I was like, "Interesting. I will go get this package now and open it." I open it, and it is custom-made bright red leggings, but on the red leggings are my husband and Mai's face cut out with our heads together, like we've taken a selfie of some sort where our faces are together, and she's cut around our heads and put underneath our high school pet names that we had for each other, because my husband and I have been together for almost 10 years. And then was like, "Oh my God, I made you these leggings. Aren't they cute?" And I was like, well, my own face, crotch. And this pet name is 10 years old, and I'm now 25. So it's a little awkward. Oh, it's a little strange, but thank you. This is so good. I love it. Oh my gosh. Wow. And so she was like, "Well, you gonna wear them out?" And I was like, "What?" And she was like, "Yeah, like they're so cute. Aren't you gonna wear them out?" And I was like, "I don't think so. I will wear these at home And I actually wore them to visit them when I got to see them, and I wore the leggings to her house, and she was like, "Oh my God, they're so cute." Well, she had also made my sister a pair of specialty custom leggings, and she had made these ones black with my nephew's faces cut out, also in like a selfie position of them being together, and I think it says like their names underneath it. And my mom gave it to my sister, and that is not my sister's MO, if you know my sister. And she was like, okay. And my mom was like, if you don't like them, I'll wear them. It's fine, because I would love to wear my nephew's faces. It's great. So of course my sister was like, no thanks, you can keep these bad boys. And my mom wore them out to dinner with my dad. And I was like, she was like, oh yeah, this is what's happening, like this is what your sister said. And my sister was like, you're gonna wear those out? And I was like, you're gonna wear those out? And she was like, yeah. Why? Why? What's the deal? And I was like, no, I was just wondering if you were going to wear them. And she was like, yeah. She then proceeds an hour later, because she's my mother, to text me to inform me that 4 girls around my age who was waitressing at this particular restaurant specifically came over to her to tell her how much she liked my mom's leggings, and that basically she had won this fight of being like, I wear these face cutouts on my leggings out to dinner. Now granted,
It's like, Mom, these are they're acceptable for you to wear out. They think they look cute on you.
You know what, I chose my battle this time, and I said, yes Mom, that's wonderful, I'm so glad for you, I'm so glad that they liked your pants. But I was like, Kimberly, the sheer gall. She said an hour later, well, I think other people liked my leggings, so and I was like, okay Kim, that's wonderful. So yeah, if you want custom face leggings out of your loved ones, you let my mom know, and she can get that to you stat in bright cayenne red.
I think my favorite part of this is Courage Monger finding out part of this story live on stream.
Yes.
That's very good.
This is said Saff's husband, so this is why this is funny to us.
That's a chef's kiss.
It isn't just a rando that we're like, I'm so glad that this particular viewer is having a great time with this story.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That is true, Fizzy Lemon, you are correct. She probably shouldn't have put their names. However, they also have their own Instagram, so I really don't think that that's a priority. But I do appreciate that. I agree. But you know, it's like you don't think about things like that when you're cutting people's faces out and putting them on leggings.
Everything is dangerous if you think about it too hard, is all I'm saying.
Accurate.
I can't let my intrusive thoughts get the better of me. I'm like, yes, these safety
That's like, we talked about this on TikTok, and there was like a trend going around, like, what's something that you did as a kid that should have definitely killed you, but didn't? And I was like, wow, I don't know, actually, now that I think about it. And some people had wild stories to say. Oh yeah, Hillary, hit us with it. I
don't know what it was, but whenever I was learning to crawl, I just thought that coins went in electrical sockets.
That got so much worse. I thought you were going to say something else.
No? Yep. My sister, has had to save me from putting coins in electrical sockets.
Oh my God. That's exactly why my whole life, my parents they started when I was a baby, of course, and then we just left them because what else are you going to do with them? They had plug covers because whenever babies are learning, they grab onto stuff. Oh my God, you are the perfect reason why they exist.
That's very good. Also, I need Casual Connect to explain what gully picking
no
was.
idea what that is.
I need
Gully
more
picking.
background on it. Gully? Like a
seagull?
Like a valley? Well, I thought gully isn't not like another word for a valley or like a cavern? Chasm?
Real talk, I just think of Gullah Gullah Island, which is my...
yes, that was where my brain went also.
Which is also my Animal Crossing island's name.
Shout
out!
Hey-oh.
Change was electrifying. You were right.
So sticking with the theme of dumb kid things that stick with you for your whole life. I have to bring this up because I've been in many an argument, and when I say argument, I mean
Playful
friendship
jabs.
ending. Clearly,
Oh.
no, I'm kidding. No, let me phrase it like this. On the count of 3, I want you to tell me what color folder you associate with math.
Red.
The subject.
Oh, sorry.
Red, yeah. Folder was ready. Red.
Blue.
Because stop, and I hate it.
Oh. Yeah. Red,
We did-
It was also red for me.
Blue for math, red for English or reading because
Wait,
sound.
is science green? Come on.
Science is always green.
Science is
always
It's
green.
gotta be
Social
green.
studies and history is yellow because it's old like the paper.
Yeah.
That is not blue, it is red because it is evil and I hate it. Change my mind.
Back to casual
Yes,
math.
math is blue. Yeah.
Red.
Oh, so there were some pretty steep gullies in my town, like
Yeah.
small valleys, and I would just lounge around and find what people had thrown in them. I love that.
I
I'm
like
just-
that you lounge
I'm
and
just
also
fucking
find.
hanging out, man.
I like that.
Look at
I like that a
this.
lot.
Incredible. Yeah, I feel good. I knew what a gully was, kind of, sort of.
Yeah,
I feel like I
you're
was in
right.
the right avenue of things. That's very good to know. Thank you for explaining
Me and
that.
Remember Atrox are gonna have a fight because math is not blue. Damn it.
I love that we had Remember agreed with me and Fizzy Lemon
But
agreed
yeah,
with me
yeah,
too.
it's true.
Red is reading. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it is just like what you associate it with or like what your teacher assigned it as. Because I know some of them got
Sure.
real picky and they were like, we need a yellow folder. And you're like, why? Why's it gotta be yellow though?
Incredible.
See,
I
I
wanted
also-
to know.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go for it.
Oh, because we didn't have anybody color code. Like, it was like, oh, math is this or whatever. But, like, I
Sure.
have, like, currently for, like, budget stuff and things for my mental brain for, like, math
Uh-huh.
shit, always red. So,
Incredible.
but
Fair
I will
enough.
tell you this. Anytime that I had to have a specific, like, binder, a 3-ring spiral, for math specifically, it would always be the ugly Lisa Frank that I didn't want. That I was just like, Mom, why did you get this one? It was math.
I remember picking up folders at like Target or Walmart or something, and they always had like puppies or kittens on them, and I was always like, "Can I just get the one with stripes?" And she's like, "Don't you want this cute pony one?" And I was like, "No." And to
I
this day, for our
love cute
audience,
animal
you
ones.
can ask anyone who's ever received a gift from me. Baby, my paper is black and white. There's no cutesy patterns. This year I got a little fancy and got gold glitter,
Oh,
but
shit.
that's
did get
metallics,
fancy.
black and white. That's it. So that was just speaking to my future self.
I just need to know a couple things. One, circling back again, Casual Connect said that the 4 of them would make a day out of it. So you just like lounge around and bring some snacks, peruse. That sounds like a good time. That sounds like some freaking Stranger Things shit, like that you
Yeah.
would go do like in your meantime. But the other thing is, remember Atrox or Atrox? I don't know how you pronounce it. You have to correct me.
I
Remember.
know, right?
This is I didn't know Remember had a last name till today years old. Well, actually last stream. So
My
on Friday.
God, wait, that's like
So-
remember?
Yeah, so we've been playing a campaign, a D&D campaign for 3 years, coming up on March, and not once has this character ever had a last name. We boldface asked them, and they were just like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. And I'm sure it doesn't, and I believe you that it doesn't matter. But to see it written down just feels like a fucking lie or a taunt.
That's-
No.
That is not real.
Like
that is
It's
not
Cher.
like Cher or Lady Gaga.
My- Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
My
Yeah,
whole
so-
brain just went, like Dolly Parton.
Oh,
No,
No,
that's
that's
not
not
it.
it.
That's not it. No.
Oh yeah, true. Oh, she said Atrox, short for atrocity.
Wow.
Dang it. Also, Temsin doesn't have a last. Well, he does.
I know. I was just thinking about that.
Because in game, we've only been with them. I think we've been with them like 9 months at this point. It's been a long time out of game and very short in game. But we don't know their names. We've just
You
lived
know,
with these people.
In my mind, Temsin, I know they they were not like married or anything, and they were not in a relationship. But my whole mind always goes, ah, yeah, Thames and Kaimana, because I'm like, he's part of the household. That's his name.
Also, very sad. Excuse me, Fizzy Lemon, can you cease and desist in the comments? She really said Thames and Knack, which is a convoluted answer. We're gonna come away from this because we don't
This is gonna turn into a fan episode.
yeah, a fan episode of our own fucking campaign that we've only been playing. But regardless, that's our DM just dropping hella sad vibes in the chat. Anyways, how dare you, ma'am? A time.
I will respond to this with something not at all related to anything, but it is something that's been haunting me since I thought about it, and now I can't stop thinking about it. Do you recall when the toothbrushes that played music came out called Tooth Tunes, and you could only hear it in your head as you were brushing your teeth?
Before that, they had the suckers.
Oh.
There were suckers that you could do the same thing. You would put it in your mouth and you could hear it. That's what I remember first. I swear to God.
I don't think I ever had that. That sounds awesome and also terrifying.
Fizzy Lemon, that is not okay for children, and that is why they didn't call them bone beats. Because no child was gonna be like bone beats, except maybe for you and me.
Okay, but also, Aaron one time had a character who was a dancing skeleton man named Bony Beats, and I will never forget him. We played one game together. It was a one shot that was supposed to turn into a mini shot, and his name was Bone E Beats, and I will never forget that man.
And he was a great character I'd love to revisit.
He was.
I'm still waiting for that mech battle from Remember Atrox to Run, because we were halfway through that one shot, and I'm still ready. I still have Bony Beats' character sheet made up. I still have the little guitar pick that you made us.
I do too. I also have the guitar pick. Casual Canuck said, speaking of old things, anyone remember purple and green ketchup? Well, you know what, Casual Canuck, I'm so glad you asked, because
this is our favorite topic to talk about. Sierra and I have been discussing this for months.
Literally, it's a cult topic between the three of us. Like, whenever we talk about Niche Deep, that's like the conception of why we started Niche Deep, is because we're like, you know,
Shrek products.
Shrek ketchup,
that's it.
Why they made ketchup purple and or green, there's a reason why we don't have any natural foods that are purple. Sorry, there's a reason. The green, disturbing. Yeah,
I mean, we do have foods that are purple though.
Yeah,
eggplant,
but not that color purple. Come on,
it's nasty. Also, so
grapes.
Grapes.
Like, the color purple that ketchup was Fizzy Lemon's name in chat.
Yes.
Incredible.
That was more food dye than it was tomato.
That's not real.
That ain't real.
Good.
The outside of eggplant.
When I tell you, though, that when we were conceptualizing all of Niche Deep as a concept, we recorded a full episode thinking it was going to be a podcast only talking about Shrek and the effects that it had on the food industry.
Yeah, absolutely.
When I tell you, I have a vivid memory of having Shrek ketchup at my house. I had Shrek Nilla wafers that were orange, purple, and white. I had Shrek mac and cheese. I had Shrek kids cuisine. I don't know what my addiction to Shrek was, but I look back and every child was. Everybody was like a minor Shrek addict.
Every child was, and you know who else was? Brazilians.
What?
The only reason I know this is because your girl used to work at Universal and used to hang out with a cat who sounded like Antonio Banderas.
Yes.
And the Brazilians love Puss in Boots and Shrek because apparently it plays almost every Sunday. Like for hours on end. What? And so that is like their one movie. Yeah. I had no idea. So normally
Shrek, the icon.
Yeah, it was Yeah.
There's 4 of them though.
Yeah. It's crazy. They love Shrek.
Do you know that in my head, I don't know if you guys can understand what I mean by this. these two things, unrelated fully, have the same aura energy around them, like meme-wise. Shrek and Guy Fieri. Like, they have very much that intense, like, odd thing that they're just hooked on and everybody knows about it.
Incredible.
I don't know. Also, thank you, remember, correct, I did have taste, clearly. My snack food of choice in elementary school being Shrek-themed. Ogres, absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
This made me think of something that was brought to my attention in a Discord that I was in, and that it's possible, okay, that Rosa Parks saw Shrek 1 and 2.
That's upsetting. That's very upsetting me.
Now, I also was like, there's no way. That's impossible. That's not even remotely okay. Well, it's possible because I believe she passed away in 2004, and Shrek 1 was in 2001. I'm solidifying these details as we speak because so she passed away October 24th, 2005, and Shrek 1 came out on April 22nd, 2001. So she had 4 years to watch Shrek 1. And for Shrek 2, that came out in 2004, so we had less time there.
May I also enlighten you with something else disturbing?
Still. Yes, please tell me, please.
Do you know who Ruby Bridges is?
No.
She was the little girl, I believe it was the very first African-American girl to go to a school that was primarily white when segregation first began, and it was like all photographed everywhere, threatening. Yeah, so yes. Ruby Bridges is only 66 years old, I believe, and has probably seen all of these movies as well, which is very much the same energy as that. Also, while we're at it, Betty White, older than sliced bread.
Older than sliced bread.
Wasn't a thing until after she was born.
Yeah.
What?
Same, by the way.
I mean, I do have a bit of, like, it's not as shocking to me because I do have a grandfather who is 99 years old as of last week. Happy birthday, Grandpa. So there are many things that he says and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like, no, yeah, when I was like 16 that happened, and I was like, what are you saying with your mouth right now?
All I hear is John Mulaney's like, shut up, you old bag. Oh, like you say, she's your grandma.
Yeah. It's so
no
good.
one knows what you're talking about. Yeah, no, we would never say that to our grandparents ever. We respect and love them. But yeah, so that's something fun to think about. Also,
go ahead.
Betty White. Okay, guys. Hey, one of my favorite shows growing up. God only knows why I was watching this as a literal 5-year-old, because the show came out in 1993. Diagnosis Murder, featuring Dick Van Dyke and his son, Larry Van Dyke? I don't remember his name. Steve Van Dyke! No, it really is. I think it is Steve Van Dyke.
There's no way. There's no way. There's absolutely no way his name is Steve. I will lose my shit on this stream.
Oh, okay, no. I think that was his character's. Yes, Steve, something like that. Barry Van Dyke. Okay, Barry Van Dyke. Why, Dick, why'd you have to do your son dirty like that? Anyways, so, okay, father-son duo, murder mystery, where literally Dick Van Dyke just plays a kooky, older doctor man, who also gets his nose into way too many crimes because his son's a private detective, so he feels like he also can do that. It is very much illegal, all the things that he is doing. He is never at the hospital where he is the head doctor at, but anyways, that's besides the point. In one of the episodes, Betty freaking White plays his older sister, and they sing and dance together in this beloved show from 1994. Okay? It's so good. If you haven't seen Diagnosis Murder, you gotta go watch it. It's so good, but you can watch Betty White and Dick Van Dyke be siblings, and it's very good. But that is all I had to say. Erin, if you want to say what you were going to say.
No, I totally agree with you. Just to respond to chat, I have to disagree a little bit, Fizzy Lemon. At Casual Canuck, Frozen, I feel like, is for the preteens currently. I have a younger sister who is about to be a teenager and never seen Peppa Pig, but was totally Frozen obsessed, as with all of her friends. But however, they're like a family friend of mine who has younger kids, the little ones, Peppa Pig it's just nuts. They're obsessed with Peppa Pig. So I feel like there's a double there. Like there's two in between Shrek and now. But Frozen, correct, yes.
Very good.
On the subject of things like that just have stuck with us and blown our minds, please enlighten me, friends, with your favorite terrible jingle from television, radio, or otherwise.
Meow Mix, hands down, is the worst jingle. Yeah, did you see that? Did you see that reaction? Everybody see Buddy's reaction.
Meow 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 meow.
It was like I was there and I was like, Meow Mix is rough, y'all. Oh my god, it's so bad. Because there's literally there is lyrics, but after a while they took out the lyrics and it was just meows.
Yeah.
And those like commercials, I swear to God, they were like 2 minutes long. They're like not, but like, maybe it played on repeat in my brain for 2 minutes after. I don't know.
That's fair.
Saff, what's your go-to terrible jingle?
Oh, it's really hard. Okay, I think the like car crash, slip or fall,
Paul Freeman injury law.
That one will never leave me. I think I could be 80 years old and I would still know.
Yes, that or the 7777 one.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's stuck. Or
Correct.
It's Morgan and Morgan. I don't know why. It's just that phrase, but Morgan and Morgan.
Gross.
For the people. Ugh,
Yeah.
Stop. Oh, and then we have 1-800-588-STEAMER.
Yeah, it's a whole lot of. For sure. I feel like whoever does that needs to have like a raise because they always get it stuck in my head. I will remember those numbers forever. Thank you for doing this to me.
2300 Empire today. That's stuck up there forever as well. Absolutely.
There's like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Okay. I love this one that Fizzy Lemon has said because this also lives in my memory rent free. Is berries and cream, berries and cream. I'm a little lad who loves berries and cream. Well, shout out to you, Zev, from high school, because that man literally said that on repeat. Before Vine was Vine, there was a Zev, and I appreciate you.
I've never heard that.
Yeah. Oh, it was Skittles commercial when they did a berries and cream Skittle version, and it was like
that one either.
a very small man with a bob. And like some kind of European customary outfit. It was very scary. It was kind of haunted because he just had death in his eyes while he did this. It was very specific. Yes, call JG.
Canuck 877 cash now.
Rough, man.
Call
that
JG.
so
But we're
bad.
877 cash. No. That transcends thought and time.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I know that this is not a jingle per se, but it is an intro because all good 90s TV shows, especially Nickelodeon, had some kind of like catchy jingle in the beginning. I have two. One of them is do you have it? Guts. I will never get that out of my head.
I've never heard that one.
Oh, yeah, they'd be like, do you have it? Do you have it? Guts! And it was called Guts, and they had to, like, climb the aggro crag and, like, all of this crazy stuff.
Yes.
And then, also, this didn't have a jingle, but it will always stick with me, just the man's voice in my head. It's, welcome to Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yes.
And we're all like, oh.
See, that's like Blow Pops. There's like I think they only ever had like one commercial and it played for years, and like there's no jingle or anything like that, but there's like it's the way that these kids were saying their lines, and this one specifically that will never leave. It's whenever they say sour apple, they go sour apple, and then the kid goes, and it made a noise like bonk, and like it's there. It will never leave this physical being.
Ooh,
ever.
yeah, Fizzy Lemon. The All That theme is so bad. That intro slaps every time. Oh, okay, Zoom. Did anyone watch Zoom on PBS?
Yes!
Because Come on in, Zoom. Well, is also iconic. Wow,
Also,
very
the
good.
Amanda Show, well, it is just her name. Amanda Show.
That
Nice
was
and
also.
simple, nice and locked in there as a kid.
Yep.
It's in fact incredible. Oh, this makes me think of it because I said Zoom. So Zoom had a language, a pseudo language called Ubby Dubby. It was very similar to gibberish, how gibberish functions, if you know what gibberish is, or
Yeah.
if you know what pig Latin is. It's all in the same lines. I feel like those are like the main pseudo languages that were a thing, but to this day, can confound people with Ubby Dubby. They have no idea what's going on when I'm talking about it. Did you guys grow up with any pseudo languages like that? Or did I feel like those are the most common ones? But chat
I
too. Did you
mean,
guys grow up with that?
I, as a child, was very good at Pig Latin, and then I just lost it because my parents were both okay at it. But then I realized it
Amazing.
was just too easy to understand, and we switched to accents. So,
Sure. Yeah. Aaron's really good at accents. It's incredible.
oh, thank you.
Casual Canuck said, anyone remember Angela Anaconda? Or is that
Oh
a
my
Canadian
god!
thing?
Yes, okay. This is specifically for you, Casual Canuck. Okay, so brief story. This is gonna be a speedy one, I promise. The trio of Halloween cereals that came out every Halloween, it's Count Chocula, Frankenberry, and Boo Berry. Boo Berry is my favorite cereal of all time. I stack up on it every year. It's ridiculous. I don't eat cereal other than that all year. Like, that's it. In that one year, they had CDs on the front as like the prize or whatever. I had a CD from the Boo Berry one, and it was supposed to be like spooky music and like stories, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And I listened to it over and over and over as a kid, and then I like it broke or something and I lost it. But I kid you not, I could say it word for word, and I didn't know until, I kid you not, like a month or two ago when it was Halloween season, that it was Angela Anaconda's voice, because I saw a commercial of Angela Anaconda and I was like, why is that so familiar? I had no idea who that was, but I was listening to her voice for years, and it was such a like, whoa, like Doctor Strange booped like back into a different time zone. It was so crazy.
What was Angela Anaconda about?
From what I put together, it was just a very strange show, but she had a very distinct voice where it would be like, I'm Angela Anaconda, and and it was very nasally. But I don't know what it was about.
You know what's crazy about that is that just made me think of so not the same thing, but in McDonald's at one point for Halloween, this is gonna show my age, was giving away cassette tapes.
Good.
And there was a cassette of like Ronald McDonald with all of the like mascots and shit having like a Halloween party, and y'all just made me think of it, and I was like, I'm gonna find that shit on YouTube and listen to it again and just unlock that part of my brain.
Okay, McDonald's used to have amazing toys or like gifts or whatever you want to call them. One time, I remember when they were giving out, it was like a series, so it went through the different items of cutlery, but they literally gave out like kitty plates, and they would give out kitty cups, and they were the best freaking things ever. I don't know why we got rid of them. I know some people have them to this day. I actually know a couple people, but we had a Lion King one, and Aladdin one, and I think 101 Dalmatians.
Yeah.
And they were great. I missed them. Like the nostalgia. Like, and imagine McDonald's giving you a plate in your little foldy, like red arch, like golden arches bread box.
The Hercules plate, dude. Absolutely.
Yes, Hercules plate.
I wanted that
it
so
was
bad.
So freaking good.
How shocked were you as a child, and when you found out who told you this, that when you flipped the box over, it would tell you what the next like branch of toys was gonna be, like the next time they released a toy, there was a little symbol. And I remember having my friend from school being like, actually, if you flip over the box, it'll tell you, it's like a secret. And I was like, it's literally on millions of boxes, but my kid brain went, oh, I know something before other people know something.
I think I found it natural, like I was just messing around with the box and I happened to read it and I was like, ooh.
Yes. I had tons of toys from them. And then, question for you. what is your favorite non-Ronald McDonald member of that mascot group?
Hamburglar, no questions asked.
Grimace is my favorite.
Grimace is my favorite
Grimace
too.
He's so bad.
He's gross. I love it.
He looks like
so much.
the cross between like a purple chicken nugget and Cookie Monster.
And honestly, what the fuck is he supposed to be? Like everybody else makes perfect sense.
No idea. No idea.
But fucking Grimace. That's why he's my favorite. He's so good.
I agree.
Oh,
I
man.
fully agree.
He looks like, I forgot what he's called, Gritty. He looks like Gritty's cousin. And if you don't know what Gritty is, he is a hockey mascot for the NHL.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking
He
about.
represents the Philadelphia Flyers. If you haven't looked it up, please look up Gritty the mascot. He's beloved by many. He has just the most haunting eyes.
He
And
stares
told
into
me
your
that
soul.
he doesn't look like the cousin of Grimace from McDonald's mascot. Also, who named the children's mascot Grimace?
Yeah,
What?
it's so good.
Gritty, yes, was brought to my attention earlier this year by, again, a Discord. And I was like, why would you do this? I've lived 25 years without this knowledge, and here he is, like that? Yeah, no, Hamburglar for life.
I love it.
I also okay, so apparently they've like since retired all of these mascots, I'm gathering, and it's now just the like box with the giant
box.
smile. No.
Scary.
That is a no. That
The
is
box
terrible.
Fucking terrifying.
I hate that. I mean, it is going against a clown, so I'll take the box over the clown,
Yeah.
but still not good. Not good.
Ronald McDonald is haunted. If I had to go 1v1 against any clown, he would not be on my list. I would pick someone else.
Pennywise over Ronald any day.
Okay, but at least, like, I think there's something especially unnerving about a character that's, like, supposed to be fun and happy, but then looks haunted as fuck. At least with it, like, Pennywise, you know that he's, like, out to snatch you up, right? Like, you're like, you and I are mano a mano. Like, we know what's going on. And then Ronald's like, I'll feed you. It's a cool time. And then I'll murder you in cold blood. And you're like, whoa.
He's unassuming, and that's what makes it worse.
I would like to enlighten you all a little bit for our lovely viewers. So the following are past McDonald's mascots. We started out with Professor McDonald's, who looks like the grandpa from Atlantis plus cross-eyed self, and gloves, of course. And then we had Officer Big Mac, which is hysterical. And then we have Mayor McCheese, which is even worse.
I do remember Officer Big Mac.
Yes,
He had
and
the
then
club. Holy shit.
yeah, and then Fry Kids are all
Yep.
of the weird like monster things.
Fry Kids, yep.
Birdie the early bird, which never makes sense to me. Hamburglar makes sense, but also why criminal? Grimace never makes sense, and then Ronald McDonald, who's like, yeah, kids love clowns, right?
If you're in our
Cheeseburger
Discord,
head, a fizzy limited cheeseburger head is the Hamburglar. Yeah, it's so bizarre.
if you guys are in our Discord, I'm gonna drop some images in there for you to see what we are talking about. I'm gonna put it in the mute chat, so that you can all see this with your eyeballs. Guys, if you haven't joined the Discord yet, you can find gems just like this during the stream. It is in fact haunted.
Yeah, very much
It's not
so.
a good time. It's not good.
You're right. Remember, it very much does feel like it's supposed to be the name of a McDonald's themed porn.
I'm pretty
Officer
sure
Big
it
Mac,
exists, by the
yuck.
way.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure.
Oh, it definitely
I'm
exists.
sure.
So, okay, because we're about to wrap up, you guys have to be aware of the best thing I have seen on Twitter, and this is semi-related, which is very, very odd, okay? Do you guys have a way to listen to the stream?
Yeah.
Perfect. Because we're gonna pull up a recipe for seduction.
Oh no.
This is
Oh, I saw this.
This
I
is
saw this.
real.
Yes.
and we all have to just have a moment with this.
Send us on a trip.
Let's go. Maybe a little actual.
Good. Yes, I've seen this.
What the hell are you doing?
Yep.
A Lifetime original mini
It's so
movie.
good.
You don't answer my proposal. And
And
now
by
you're not
good, we
answering
mean
my
bad.
call.
We do
Yeah,
mean
terrible.
bad, in
Falling
fact.
for the new chef.
Mario Lopez, why?
Jessica is falling for Harlan.
The cook? Leave Jessica alone and skip.
Oh, it's not gonna load. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. No.
Damn.
Okay, it's not working. That's fine. Well,
It's okay.
but that's so real, and that's probably my favorite thing.
So Lifetime, for those of you, since it won't load for you, Lifetime has decided in true 2020
He has
fashion
a secret
to make a
recipe that's gonna
very
change the world.
weird, very high intense emotion rom-com slash thriller about someone falling in love with Kentucky Fried Chicken's mascot, the Colonel, played by Mario Lopez, who is not nearly old enough to look like the Colonel at this moment. And I didn't think that the Colonel was Hispanic, ? But like, live your best life.
It's a white
do
dude
what you
from
gotta do.
Kansas. Or
There you go.
Kentucky. Well,
Not sure why Mario Lopez wanted that role, but he did. It is a short film, 15 minutes long, and it eventually shows people getting so upset at the union between this woman and the Colonel that they like start pulling knives on him. So it gets real crazy somewhere. I haven't watched the full 15 minutes, so watch at your own risk. But if you ever want to, that Colonel Sanders romance thriller is out there for you to find the trailer of. We can drop that in the Discord. We can drop the link in the Discord after the stream, so you can behold that with your eyeballs.
quality content.
Yeah, absolutely.
All
That's also like the KFC romance game that you can do. It's the
Yep.
dating simulator.
I tried to play that on stream, and I'm going to fully play the whole way through. Once I get a better video card, because I have been dying to get back to it because I loved it so damn much, and I was like, this is so much fun. Ooh,
Casual Connect.
Accurate. Popeyes
Yes,
is so
Popeyes
good.
over KFC every freaking time.
I could go for a bus and
I knew I
chicken
liked
sandwich
you.
right now. That sounds amazing.
Yes. I know people don't like the biscuits because they say they're too dry. Like, get yourself some water, okay? They're delicious.
I love their biscuits.
I always just eat the top. Is that weird?
No.
I always eat the top. I'm like, this is all I can eat. I'm good. I eat the buttery part.
Aside from chicken, everything else is always going to be Bojangles in my heart.
I've never
Is
had
above
it.
everything
had
else.
it.
It's so good. It's Cajun fries, and then you have like all the sides are like well seasoned with spices, and
Incredible.
the chicken's okay. Like it's fine. It's just not like super crunchy, like mega whatever. It's just fast food chicken. But
Incredible.
I am addicted to that place. I love that place so much. If I'm on a road trip, I'm going there. There's nowhere near us is there one. However, another thing I need to do on my list is go to a Jollibee. I know it's Filipino
Yes.
fast food, but it looks so good. So good.
Remember, it has brought up the Great Biscuit Marathon of early 2020. So let me take you to the back before times when we were able to go out merrily. We were all in my hometown, and we, so we being a group of our friends, including Remember, Fizzy Lemon, and another gal, another two gals, actually, now that I think about it. My memory is so foggy. We were like, let's eat at Popeyes. Hells yeah. We were all like, oh, Popeyes. And then my friend Desiree was like, yo, Popeyes biscuits dry as hell. And I was like, I will not take the slander in my home like this. And by my home, I mean your car. And so then, even though we had all already eaten Popeyes, we'd filled up on it, she decided to yeet us down US 1 and take a bus in U-turn where we almost clacked heads together. Bye, Fizzy Lemon. And then just freaking Tokyo drifted us into the KFC parking lot so that she could buy a Popeyes biscuit and a KFC biscuit to show me that the Popeyes biscuit was in fact worse than the KFC biscuit. Which I disagreed heartily, but that was a very good run. We literally were about to get like 6 different biscuits and try them all out. It was good.
I don't see why we can't still do that. We can all just park next to each other.
Yeah, with a little pane of glass next to us in between.
Exactly. Or we picnic out in the grass. It'll be great.
Ooh, Casual Canuck said, make a garlic compound butter for biscuits.
Oh,
Problem solved.
That's my kind of answer.
Delicious. Ooh, okay, apparently there's a new patch content for Final Fantasy, so that'll be a good time.
That's very
Love
exciting.
you, goodbye!
Also,
Have
speaking of
fun.
new games, tomorrow for our audience, I don't know if anyone else is excited like I am, Cyberpunk 2077 releases in Ukraine at like 7 p.m. or something, which is supposed to be... You're not supposed to post anything for like 24 hours afterwards. They've asked everyone not to, so everyone gets the like experience of playing. But we all got to like preload the game yesterday, so it's all ready to play. I'm very hyped. I'm very excited.
Erika Ishii is in there as a voice actor.
Yeah.
And I love Erika Ishii. She's incredible. She's a great Asian American actress, and you've seen her probably on Critical Role if you've ever watched a couple episodes of that. So fantastic.
Something else, speaking of video games, not that this is on any funny track or anything, but I found out that another streamer is the voice actor and physical like tracking player for Detroit.
Amazing.
He goes out and he like plays his own game as his own character, and I thought that was very cool.
I love that.
We love fellow streamers.
That is very cool.
We stand.
Yes,
incredible.
Oh yeah. So I think we're good. Should we?
Yeah, we're wrapping
this
up.
Shit up?
Okay.
Hell
All
yeah,
right.
man. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to. Oh Jesus! There was a lot of caps happening. So if you guys want to hang out with us or follow us all over, we have plenty of different. That's not how you spell social.
It is tonight.
There we go. I got it. Perfect.
Oh,
There's
also
all of
Keanu
our
Reeves.
socials for Niche Deep as well as all of our individual accounts. So please come in and hang out with us there. Also, of course, the Discord. I don't know why that's not going. We love it. It's fine. Well, the Discord works.
Thank you guys so much for coming out again. We super appreciate the Niche Deep family growing. I hope you enjoy all of our absolute chaos that ensues in every conversation. I feel like we start at one point and end at something completely different.
Absolutely.
Whether we try to or not. And I hope you all have a kick-ass week. And I will leave you with this glorious question. Where is Randy Jackson? What's he doing? What's he up to?
What is he doing?